force, I know it's hard to remember. All 1,980 members. That's why you have to go and collect them all. Tell your parents they can buy them at the mall now.
Welcome to Speeding Bullets Repackaged. I am Richie.
What was with the awe?
I totally meant to, because I remembered when the 1984s came on, I totally meant to wear my 1984s t-shirt for the next time we recorded.
Oh, right. That's right. You just got some Wordbergy merchy.
That's right. From the Rhymes with Comics Kickstarter.
I mean, you are wearing a G.I. Joe t-shirt, though. So I think that fits the theme of action figures. I went with standard white because I hate you, listeners. I'm just kidding. I love you. Hey, everybody. It's your pal, Tupper, with the tiny mic. Welcome to the show. Yes, it is time for another Toy Show with Pep, starring us, and we are excellent. And we're here. It's summertime, baby. I mean, I don't know about Borg. I think for myself, I don't have a collective yet, but I am working hard on it. Stay tuned.
Yeah. So this episode, because we have been away for 2 weeks by the time this goes up, I think. Doesn't
Something
matter.
like that, yeah.
Something like that.
Summer.
There's a whole lot of coming soon. We do have some figures that we've gotten that we will be showing you, but that'll be next time. So
you got to watch it next week for some reviews of some super cool shit.
That's right.
And I have big feelings on all of that super cool shit. I will say this without telling you what I got, but I love them all quite a lot. Mm-hmm. One in particular, quite a lot. You'll have to find out which one that is. It's a surprise which one of the three that I'm going to be talking about, which is my favorite.
And I had another figure folly, so to speak, with something that I opened. Nothing of my fault. Perhaps by the time we record next, I will have that replacement. But we won't get into that now because that's next time.
That's right. This is the all coming soon episode. It is all coming, all soon. Some may be up for pre-order. We don't know.
I think
maybe we'll tell you.
I think when I started collecting these photos, they weren't up for pre-order, but these are all, I think, up for pre-order now. We'll start off with some, just a little Amazing Yamaguchi, just because I saw this dark flash from Amazing Yamaguchi that looks awesome, and it's the only picture that I had found so far, and it's Flash, and it looks cool, so...
I saw some of the Dark Flash ones and knew that you would be into it and didn't share them with you because I don't have a good reason.
Because
I'm sorry.
You are lazy. No.
I think if one person can say something about me these days, it is not lazy. I would kill for lazy, Richie.
Yeah.
I would kill thousands.
Yeah.
I'm not saying what, but thousands of something to be lazy.
Small. No, never
mind. See, now I want to know what you were thinking. You got to tell me small chihuahuas?
Basic puppy chihuahuas. They're basically rats.
I mean, okay, I would definitely kill 1,000 rats. Chihuahuas, I'm not a big dog. I'm not a big dog fan, but I am enough of a dog fan that I would not harm any dogs, even the ugliest, most annoying. But I would, thousands of rats or pigeons.
Of breeds that I disdain, Chihuahuas are among them.
I would kill every wasp on Earth for 5 minutes of laziness.
That's not what I thought you said at first. I'm not going to say what I thought you said because we were kidding.
I don't think we can say that on the podcast and still keep our license. Also, when did we get a license? Well,
you need a license?
Anyway, you know what? Moving on.
All right.
Moving
the
on.
second wave of the Mcfarlane Vault stuff is there. Some interesting
Yes.
choices, I will have to say.
Very interesting. Yes.
First up, we got Captain Carrot. Now I know this character has a cult following, especially with what Grant Morrison did with the character in Multiversus. I believe was the story, but I didn't realize this figure was this sought after to put out a vault edition. So I mean, because I was still, up until maybe a couple months ago, I was still seeing these here and there in stores. So
Yeah, I think this was like a regional thing where some places got proper stock quantities and other places didn't. I have no attachment to this character or this figure at all. I will say though, it is a very nice looking figure. The proportions are really great on it. The colors really pop. So I'm not super surprised that it is making a comeback for the Vault Edition, but this is one of those cases where it's like, wow, this was popular? People really wanted this?
now, don't get me wrong.
guess so.
If I ever see this on a shelf for like $15 or less, I'll pick it up. So
We've covered this on previous episodes of this show. There's very few toys that we've ever reviewed on this show or covered in it coming soon that I wouldn't pick up at a certain price.
yeah,
Like very, very few. Like $15, $20,
$15,
$10.
little man. Put that shit.
Put
in
that
my
shit
hand.
in my hand. See, I know it now too. I mean, I knew it before, but memes, yeah.
Yes, so Captain Carrot. If you're a Captain Carrot fan, you get another chance to get yourself a Captain Carrot. There was a glow-in-the-dark one last year as well. So.
Yes. Also, if you are a Captain Carrot fan, can I ask you why? What is it about Captain Carrot that just sparks you to spend nearly $40 on an action figure? If you're watching this and you're a Captain Carrot fan, comments.
And if you're a Captain
Put it in the
Carrot fan,
comments.
are you enough of a Captain Carrot fan to get a Captain Carrot tattoo? I bet you no one has a Captain Carrot tattoo.
Why would you?
I know. Anyways, next up, surprising. Well, not surprising because everybody fucking loves this and loved it, and it went fast. But Cyborg Superman, who we only got last year, who was on our list of top 10 figures, but this guy, people want him, and I don't blame him because he is an awesome figure. Him and the Red Lantern variants that we got as well.
Well, I mean, that one was on my top 10 list. One of the best figures from Mcfarlane, even though the hands are a little too big. Excellent toy. Excellent piece of craftsmanship. So great that they're bringing it back out. But I got the one that I wanted. I'm very happy with my Yellow Lantern version, I guess, of Cyborg Superman. But you know what? This is the perfect time to. If you didn't get this, first of all, shame on you. Secondly, now's your chance, motherfuckers.
Exactly. Don't sleep on it.
Don't sleep on it because that's. We're ending this era. This will be the last chance you get to this. And I will say this: I do not think that Mattel will do a Cyborg Superman quite as detailed as the Mcfarlane one. So I think that's the definitive one for.
I don't think you're going to get that knee hole.
fucking knee hole. Richie, let it go.
No.
We're gonna replace your legs with robot legs at some point in the next 20 years, and I'm gonna put a hole in one of the robot legs. I'm gonna drill it myself.
On my
come
grave,
over and
there
make it
better
happen.
be the words knee hole inscribed on my grave. No context.
Richie's gonna
just knee hole.
Richie's gonna get a tattoo right here. Knee hole.
No, it's gonna be on my knee. Duh.
No, that doesn't make any sense, Richie.
Yeah.
Because it's too obvious. You got to put it right here next to your heart. So people know how important it is to you.
Yes. Now, I'm going to skip this wave, but the only one that I'm kind of considering, because I realized I don't have a Nightfall Batman, I actually might go for the Nightfall Batman to, put with my Bane.
He's fine.
So.
He's fine. Again, I'm wondering how this
was
something that people missed out on.
Though, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. If I would wanted a Nightfall Batman, I'd want a cloth cape so I could like do good poses with Bane. So
I mean,
never.
again, don't get me wrong. I do love some of the molded capes that come with
Oh, for
one of
sure.
the reviews for next week will include two actually for molded capes, but we'll talk about that next
Yeah,
time. But yeah,
but
this is fine,
the only reason I would get a Nightfall Batman would be specifically to pose it with my Bane breaking his back.
and that will be difficult with a plastic cape.
Yep,
Mm.
exactly. Funny enough, for some reason, I don't know why, maybe it's something to do with marijuana, but I only have one picture of the Joker. But yes, the comedian version of the Joker, um, that was released a few years ago now, I think, is being re-released. Everybody loves this
Two.
figure, so.
Yeah, you got yours,
Well, I got the Killing Joke version, which is a little bit different than this. So,
but you're not getting this.
no, I have three
Yeah, I didn't think
Jokers.
you would. I was going to say you have your jokers
That's right.
all lined up in a row,
Yeah. So, and that's how we got
all
for
making different terrible jokes.
DC Universe McFarlane stuff. A little bit more McFarlane because McFarlane's branching out, of course, because he's losing the DC license. If you're a Fallout fan, I only know Fallout 76 and the Fallout TV show, so I have no idea who Joshua Graham is, but I'm sure it means something to Fallout fans.
I would hope so. Yeah, I.
So he kind of looks like
It's
Hush.
like he's a guy. He has hands.
Yeah. This I do know. That's a T-45 armor. Also because it's from Fallout 76 because I played that. So, but you'll also recognize the armor from the TV show as well because it's kind of the same.
Weren't you
Yeah.
going to get one of these? Weren't you going to get one of these at one point?
I was considering it, but I didn't see any of them, the ones that were like caught my fancy, pop into my EB games. So,
Hmm.
yeah. So
Yeah, those are ones that if again they were like 9.99 or something like that, I would probably end up picking them up.
yeah.
But because they're really well designed.
Yeah, they are well designed. Now the next character is another McFarlane. I've read very little from this character. I'm half considering this because of one thing on the character, and I think Tupper will realize it immediately as soon as he sees it.
Oh yeah, you want the Savage Dragon with the Fu Manchu mustache and the sunglasses.
Yeah,
A lot of people are very excited about the Image Comics toys that are coming to McFarlane. This is the I've seen a lot of buzz about this guy, and I honestly like if this was 20 years ago, I would have been all over this shit. Like
mm,
big fan of the Savage Dragon 20 years
yeah,
ago. I would have loved to have had this. I think this is a really great representation of the character. Not something I'm going to get, but this is going to be hot commodity. I think it's already sold out at a bunch of different places, even though the pre-orders are still up. So
yeah.
if you have any kind of love for like this or Shadowhawk, you better jump on it now.
Shadowhawk's the Wolverine knockoff, right?
I guess that's the best way to put it. Yeah.
It's basically Wolverine
True story.
design aesthetic.
True story is that Shadowhawk, which is Jim Valentino, was the creator of that guy, and I read those comics. They were pretty good. The lead was HIV positive, and he died in the comics from complications of HIV, which was very progressive back in 1992.
Oh wow.
Uh, because obviously back in the 90s, early 90s, and most of the 80s, AIDS was a bit of a well, not a bit. It was a huge problem, especially in the queer community, especially with gay men.
Hmm.
And this was a way for them to kind of start to remove that stigmatism. Because I think the character of Shadowhawk was not gay himself. He got it from a blood transfusion. But I think it was Jim Valentino had a relative who, or a friend who got it the same way. And he wanted to reduce the stigma out there of people that had AIDS, which was great because I mean, wasn't just gay men. It was people of all different backgrounds having getting AIDS. And listen, if it was just gay men getting AIDS in the 80s and 90s, still would have been awful. Still would have been great to include that so that there wasn't a stigma attached to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was one of the things that was out there that was helping to have people know that AIDS was a real sickness. It was not just something that affected the gay community, and that it was something that we had to be concerned with and we should be paying attention to and trying to fix. And we haven't eradicated it, by the way. Just to go off on a tangent, folks, we haven't eradicated AIDS, but if you are diagnosed or contract HIV or AIDS these days, there's plenty of treatment options. It's no longer a death sentence, and that is a beautiful thing. Great job, healthcare workers, researchers.
People live normal, full lives now. Anyways. So.
Yeah. Look at that. We're giving you facts about life as well as toys. You are welcome. Please like this video, hit subscribe, get that ding.
Now we're moving into Hasbro, specifically with G.I. Joe and G.I. Joe adjacent stuff. And I say adjacent because first up we have Action Man, who I guess this is actually from a cartoon.
Yes it is.
That I wasn't super familiar with because I started to look it up because I'm actually kind of digging this figure.
Yeah, you're going to get this.
Yeah. I'm totally
now, the majority of the loadout is actually Outback's loadout from the classified line, with a couple of pickaxes and a climbing gear from the Alpine figure that was released a couple of years ago through the classified line. You could fill the Grand Canyon with how little I give a shit about this figure, but it is cool. And I do encourage you, Richie, to pick this up.
But yeah, because look at all the stuff you can do with this guy. Like the rope is actually usable. I could put him between shelves or something. He's just so versatile. You can have him hang off and shoot. He's got all, like you said, all this pack equipment from different G.I. Joe stuff. I think what really catches my eye on this is the versatility of this figure.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I think this is also a great example of proper reuse, because I'm pretty sure that the body also belongs to Outback with a different head sculpt, and there's obviously the hat is different and the goggles and all that stuff is different. But this is a great reuse figure where it's just cobbled together from parts of other things, which Classified does a fucking awesome job with, by the way. Again, all of the dire tech stuff is usually cobbled together Frankenstein style from different action figures in the G.I. Joe Classified line. This is no different, but hey, there are Action Men.
As long as it looks good when it's all put together, who gives a shit?
I could fucking care less. Again, if you're a completist, you're definitely going to get this thing. If this sparks your imagination, you're going to get this thing. I just don't have any connection to Action Man, so I don't have any interest in it. And I have all of the loadout through other figures, but this is I don't hate this. This is great. Good job.
For me, it's not a connection to the show by any means, because, like I said, I had to look it up because I am like, this has got to be a thing. So I went into a little hole and looking things up and found out a little about it, but still don't really care about the character. I just think everything looks cool. So
I agree. Again, it's not for me, but well, I mean, I say that, but if I saw this for $15, I'd pick it up for $15. Fuck yeah, bud.
I'm gonna have to get a sound clip for that. Now I'm surprised I don't have a sound clip for that.
I was just gonna say that exact thing. Why don't you?
I have so many others. Like,
when has that ever stopped you?
I know.
Nudes to the motherfucking news!
Just because. Next up, we got Avalanche from G.I. Joe. After I put the show together, there was other photos other than this digital rendering, but I wasn't gonna squeeze them all in because I didn't feel like it. But this is pretty much what you're getting anyway. I have no interest in this guy. I think he looks cool. So if you're a fan of him from the show, Go get him.
It's a huge reuse figure. Lots of the loadout comes from other GI Joe classified figures, but honestly, I kind of like the vibe of his outfit, and it's kind of really cool for that. And
I will say, actually, I'll put a caveat to that because I just realized there's a cool accessory in there that can be useful for fun scenes, and so if I see him for, you know, a lower price, I'll get it because I like that stretcher because I think that would be fun.
yeah, yeah. I think Doc is who the stretcher came with originally. But yeah, again, no complaints or issues with this. Not for me, but go off, classified team. This is great. Keep going. Keep doing stuff.
They're doing a
doing it.
lot of vehicles this year for GI Joe. I noticed this one, Clutch, and I forget what his vehicle's called.
It's a
Anyways,
striker, AEW striker or something like that.
something like that.
I don't know.
I think
I don't
so.
know. I can't. I'm not entirely sure. Again, this is all reuse shit that they've done before. That we've seen this vehicle out there a bunch of different times. This is the Stinger, and obviously there's a lot of stuff that you can include with it. I like the rocket launcher effect on the back. That's a nice new accessory that's not with some of the other vehicles in this line. Again, yeah, this is great, but this is the third time we've seen this vehicle.
Yeah.
So I think some of the collectors that have the other two, if you don't have this vehicle, clutch with the Vamp Mark II.
Vamp Mark II, there we go.
Yeah.
I do say, if you didn't notice, it does work well in conjunction with the next figure that's coming up with the next vehicle, because you saw it towing the vehicle in one of the pictures, and that is the it's Grand Slam with I can't see what that is. We'll see it in another picture, but anyways, I think it's cool that the toys interact like that, in the sense that that's made to pull the gun. That's kind of cool, especially as someone that was artillery. Having a towed gun kind of looks cool.
Yeah, this is really cool. I'm a little interested in this. I like the design on the figure itself. The guns look really imposing, and I think would fit on a shelf really nicely. So this is one that if I see it at a really great price, I would pick it up.
Yeah.
I think it's meant to go mostly with the original Vamp vehicle because the color scheme is the same. But obviously, yeah, the Vamp 2 can tow this shit around. I like the lasering effects too, one of which I think... Are they? No, they're both new. Those are both new energy effects to the G.I. Joe classified line. So one of them looked like the energy effect that came with Sci-Fi, but I'm looking at it now and realizing that at least part of it is different. So this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Again, not immediately on my list, but if I see this at a really good price, like $60, I would pick this up for $60.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure all these Joes and Action Man are also all out for pre-order at EB Games already. I've seen them up there. I haven't pre-ordered Action Man. I don't think I'm gonna have any trouble getting an Action Man.
No, you will not.
When they arrive, I'll be like, oh,
No shade to Action Man fans, but this one's going to be easy to pick up.
Yeah,
and probably not for full retail. So yeah,
this is one that I don't feel the need to pre-order and put on my list to track neurotically like I do.
We got enough stuff for that.
Yeah, exactly, including this next one, because first we got this photo and we're like, oh, what is this? And at first the only photo that we saw was this Big Bad Toy Store, and we're like, oh, is it going to be a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive? Well, it is not, because
we can't get that.
It is pre-ordered already for both of us, and that is this Cobra Commander on the throne that looks fucking sick as fuck.
I'm so excited about this. I'm I mean, look, you can't be a fan of G.I. Joe Classified and not be excited about this because it is hooded Cobra
Yeah.
Commander, a figure steeped in controversy because we didn't know if we were going to get them. There was a time when they were like, the hood reminds us too much of Nazis, in which case everyone that was like a fan of action figures and, common sense was like, yeah, but it's okay because he's a bad guy.
Hmm.
The hood is it's meant to
Yeah.
evoke that because he's a villain, right? So obviously they did make it happen. They included some accessories that were included with Serpentor. This is a look like a mostly new buck, I'm pretty sure. Love the cape, love the hood. I love that I'm going to be able to switch this up with my other Cobra Commander figure.
Hmm.
I love that we're going to be able to put him in there's just so much things going on here. I love the throne. There is
The,
nothing about this that is not phenomenally awesome.
yeah. It is the cape works really well with the throne as well. Like
Yeah,
it just sues so well, and like the way he's posed there, I'm totally gonna pose him like that at some point. And
absolutely.
also I have all my other throned figures in one line, so I'd have to maybe stick him with all my other throned figures because why not?
Well, now it's funny too because I actually made a little throne for Cobra Commander out of Legos that he's been sitting on and interacting with on my shelf for I want to say 5 years
This
since
picture
I
I love.
got. Yeah, this is great. Since I got Cobra Commander way back, I wanted to do something with him to put him above everyone else. So I love the fact that this is out. I love that this is. I know exactly where this is going to go. This is. I think this is in the running for best figure of the year.
Oh, definitely.
It's just I think they really nailed it, and I gotta I'm just so excited to
Hmm.
get this in hand. So I'm thrilled that we're getting this. I don't know when it's going to be released. August, September,
October, I believe. Let me double check
October.
my list that I have, my handy dandy pre-ordered figures list in notes. GI Joe, Cobra Commander Throne. Yeah, 1 October.
Yeah,
Is so.
I'm just I don't think that there's anything that's come out this year that tickles me as much as this because this is something we would have loved to have gotten in the 80s. I don't think we got a throne until like the 25th
Hmm.
anniversary, and even then, like I wasn't collecting by then. It was just the 3 3/4 ones. Yeah, if you're a collector of classified, this is a must get. This is a must have, and I think it's going to be on the top 10 of the year because that throne is just so cool. And again, hooded Cobra Commander. From the moment they announced this line, we've been waiting for a hooded Cobra Commander. So it's just so
Yeah.
exciting that we're
Apparently,
finally
because
getting
there's
them.
this show that I catch clips of every once in a while through reels and stuff. It's a toy show. The Reluctant Adult, I think, is the point.
Yeah, yeah,
They were
yeah.
talking about this, and Hasbro was swearing up and down that they would never do this figure, but here we are.
Yeah, they were swearing up and down because again there was a little bit of controversy associated with it. But I think again you are this is a series that's aimed at adult collectors
Hmm.
and it's going to be in collectible shops. It's not going to be something you're going to find at Walmart necessarily.
Hmm.
And again, anyone with common sense will look at this and be like, well, that's a villain character. That's a bad guy. He's not a Ku Klux Klan member.
Hmm.
That's white. This is blue. And again, I think iconically speaking, Cobra Commander and that hood are very iconic, and I think they do expand beyond the toy realm to just general pop culture.
Yeah.
So,
Like I
well,
understand the thought process behind the comparison and the worry, but I think it was a bit of a too like a worry wart kind of thing.
also, Richie, I'm wondering if the movement to a more conservatively minded attitude in the United States through businesses in particular,
I was
thanks to
thinking that as
an
well.
orange dickhole being the president of the United States, means that a bunch of people at the head offices for these companies were like, you know what? I don't care if we're going to piss people off. People want this; they're going to pay for it. And in a stunning example of two wrongs making a right, that's how we ended up with this toy. And it's I don't know. I don't have any evidence on that. If we do find out more about it, I will happy to share it with you guys down the road on this show. But I do have the distinct feeling that two wrongs ended up with us getting a Hooded Cobra Commander figure with Throne. And you know what? We'll take all the positives we can get in this day and age. So,
yeah,
thank you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's all the photos we got for that. Another digital render, and this is Deep Six, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about this?
The question I have, and your answer to this might be the deciding factor of my want for this. Is that head meant to be put underneath that, like as a replacement head for like a dead guy in a suit?
Absolutely.
I'm getting it.
100%. And you don't have the photo of this, because if you did, you wouldn't have asked me that question. But there is a photo of this figure splayed out in an ocean environment with the skull attached to the body, and I'm like, that is dark as fuck. And honestly, Richie, absolutely the same. I mean, I had Deep Six. I was never a huge fan of him as a kid. I kind of like the design here. There's obviously going to be some limitations with posability and articulation.
That's not what
But
that's not what you get it for.
The fact that they included a skull of like Deep Six got murdered beneath the waves, and that's how you can that's fucking insane. Fucking insane. I love it.
Yeah.
Into it 100%. So yes, absolutely. Sign me up for this Deep Six figure. Put it on the shelf. It's a pretty big figure too. Mm-hmm. Like it kind of towers over everyone else. So I love it. And just the design is in general really cool. But the fact that they included that dead Deep Six skull, that makes it a must get. So yeah, we should get this guy.
That goes back to show you that one accessory or one little detail of an action figure can make all of the difference.
I totally agree, because I was just like, yeah, Deep Six, whatever, and I was like, is that a skull? What are you supposed to use that? And then they showed in the production photos him with the skull on the body, and I'm like, that's sick and depraved. God bless the guys at Giotto Classified.
And I bet you when you saw that, you're like, Richie is getting this.
I was like, how did they make Deep Six a figure that I wanted to get by including that skull?
Exactly.
So, yeah, absolutely. Great job.
Now, the next
no
one,
notes.
I don't recall this at all, but maybe Tupper can enlighten me. What the fuck a Fatal Fluffy is? Because I don't remember
So this is from the, I think it's from the Mass Device movie, but it might also be from one of the other G.I. Joe movies that they put out that ended up being just 5 episodes of the cartoon. I don't have any interest in this whatsoever.
Me neither.
This is exclusively for big fans of the cartoon that were obsessed with it. It will sell out. I love the box.
The box is cool.
Great box. This is great packaging, no question. But this is for a very niche fan of the cartoon who would be interested in this. I'm really surprised they actually made it. I don't think this might be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Mm-hmm. Not entirely sure. It is.
I do have to
very
say
niche, though.
That spitting fire effect is cool. Credit where credit is due.
I mean, look, if you love monsters, it is just a big, weird-looking monster that you could put on your shelf. So I think it's nice from that standpoint. But again, the more wild elements of G.I. Joe are not my favorites, except, for Cobra La. And even then, my mileage varies grandly when it comes to the whole thing. Mm-hmm. But like, is this fine? Yes. Is it something that I'm going to want? Absolutely not. Mm-hmm. It's a very niche product, but hey, there you go.
Next up, more Joes, and this is Ninja Force.
Yep.
Yeah.
A little more Ninja Force. Yeah.
Scarlet, and I don't know how to correctly say his name without sounding offensive. Okay, that's what I thought maybe, but I thought that sounded offensive, so I didn't want to say it.
No, Shebang.
Cha-bang, cha-bang.
That's it. This is going to be William Hung's favorite GI Joe classified figure, Chabang.
If you remember William Hung, you're also old as fuck as us.
Yeah, that's a dated reference if there ever was one. Listen, I love this set, just like the other Cobra Ninja Force ones that we got last year, which I did not get a chance to get, at least as of yet. I would absolutely get them. I dig this. I love Scarlet. Scarlet's one of my favorite GI Joe characters, so I love the giant claws she comes with. And Shebang was always a pretty cool guy. I love his swords in particular, and I love the different masks that both of these figures have. This is again one of the cases if I see this at a great price at EB Games or up on Amazon, I would snap it up. I think this is a great thing. I love that they're playing with Ninja Force and that they're going down those roads and that collectors are into it. And I mean, it's going to be about your loadouts. It's going to be about how you treat the characters. I think they're doing a great job with Ninja Force. I never would have thought that they would have done a great job with Ninja Force.
3 more different types of Diatech figures.
Yeah. I know you're Diatech obsessed, and I'm always about that ninja lifestyle when it comes to GI Joe stuff. So this is great. Yeah, I mean it's I hope that I can get it at a great price, but I'm gonna be looking for it at a great price. So
next up, I like half of this. The other one I don't really care about, but I kind of like this like old man shipwreck look. And Cadet Deming, who I have no idea. There's no place like Springfield. I'm guessing that is a specific storyline.
that's correct.
So,
Yeah.
that you probably remember or know more of than I do. But I do like the
100%. I do not remember.
Okay, but I do like the shipwreck in this. I do need a shipwreck, but I don't need her, so I'm probably gonna wait for another shipwreck.
Yeah, Shipwreck is actually one of my dark horse figures. I love that guy. I was a big fan of him as a kid. I don't remember this episode of the cartoon. If you do, good on you. But again, for me, I mean it's a little bit too obtuse. There's so much stuff that's in here. Sure, like fine. I think they're brainwashing Shipwreck or some shit like that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. But I feel like this is we're gonna see this for $30 on Amazon in 6 months.
Why would you include the console but not the chair?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I look again. This is gonna be heavily discounted someday, and you're gonna be able to get your grubby little mitts all over it. And that's just you who's watching this in general. Don't pay full price for this because it's not gonna sell. It's too niche.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you might end up getting this for $30 on Amazon, Richie.
Maybe.
Like,
we'll see.
Then it'll be worth your while.
That's right.
But for
anytime
me,
you can get 2 figures for the price of 1, basically, is good.
Damn right.
There's this Snake Eyes with this APT. That's the Rose and Bruno Mars song. But this is an ATV that Snake Eyes is driving. That is actually going to be in a 2-pack with this Viper, and they're not calling it Trouble Bubble. They're calling it something else. But it is Trouble Bubble, isn't it?
It is a Trouble Bubble, yes.
Yeah.
Like this is like the Night Force thing.
Yeah.
Here, look, I love the Viper and the Tribal Bubble. I am really indifferent on Snake Eyes and the little 4-wheeler
ATV.
But this is a very expensive. Like I think this is running 150
something like
Canadian,
that, yeah.
160 Canadian. It might be more than that. This is way overpriced. I don't know why they didn't include them separately.
Yeah.
I don't know why they included them together. This is definitely a thing. If it is a great price, and I'm talking like between $60 and $80, then I would get this.
Yeah,
because it is cool. I like everything here.
I would have gotten, like, if they would have released them separately, I totally would have gotten another Viper with to get that Trouble Bubble. So
Same. I mean, the color design on the Viper is awesome. And I really like the color design on it. And I think it's the new Viper design as well, which is one of my favorite things that they've done at Classified is update the Viper design. So yeah, price comes down. I'd get this. Keep an eye out, folks, especially towards the holiday season, because I know that the Vamp or the Stinger vehicle from last year was at some very, very good pricing, and I was this close to picking one up for myself. And the only reason I didn't is because where the fuck am I going to put a vehicle that is the size of my laptop?
Yeah.
I don't have room. I'm about to have more room, but I still don't have like Vamp vehicle room in Stinger vehicle room in my office. So it was always going to be a no-go for me, but I love the fact that it was at a good price. If this comes down to, again, between 60 and 80 bucks, because they're smaller vehicles, snap that shit up.
Yeah. You know, I was considering
great.
if I ever got the Destro with the
The spoiler. The spoiler.
That's what it is. I could probably like suspend the despoiler from the ceiling to save some space. So
Okay, just do me a favor. If you do get that, which I highly recommend you do, I want to get it. It's on my Christmas list in June. It's on my Christmas list. Get me to come over and I'll help you hang it.
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure
Oh, yeah.
I want to be available for that because I know how to do it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Moving out of GI Joe, sticking with Hasbro, but into Marvel Legends. We got this cool looking X-Men 97 Beast.
He is cool looking.
The only complaint I will say about this is he's textured too smoothly.
I agree.
He doesn't look like hair. So he should have been more textured, but it's still probably going to make its way onto one of my shelves.
I think it works because it is based on the animated series, and I think that's why it's not bothering me too much that it's so smooth because it's that way in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Other than that, I agree with you. I think this is great. Love that it comes with two different heads. I love that there's glasses. I love he comes with his tech backpack like had in the cartoon.
Yeah.
I love the goggles.
The wrist thing.
Yeah, this is a great. I mean, again, toe articulation, which we like to see when it makes sense, and it makes
Especially
sense
for a character
absolutely
like
with
this.
Beast. Yeah, this is great. This is great. I don't have any X-Men 97 stuff that isn't Wolverine, so it's not something I would get for myself, but
Yeah.
I do love that this exists, and you kind of need it if you have X-Men 97 stuff. Richie does.
I do.
So
I
he's
was
got
like, I'm
he's
like,
got
I
to
do
get
have more
it.
than Wolverine because I have Gambit and Morph and Cable. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm probably getting Beast. So
I think you should get it. I think you should. I think it's nice. It's nice stuff.
now the next one, I like the character. I like the comic book version of the character. The comic book version of the character looks better and actually has some good stories with Spidey. This looks terrible.
Yeah, no interest in this. Also, what the fuck are they doing over there? Doing a brand new day comic version? Like,
Yeah.
why are we getting the movie version?
Yeah. And this isn't the good comic version costume. Like he has such a better costume. This is bullshit. That's what this is.
Yeah. This is a performer in waiting. This is something that people are not going to be interested in getting. This one they will be.
This one as soon July 9th. I thought it was June 9th. It was going on pre-order. So last week I was like, I went to the website, but where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? And then I go look and I'm like, oh, June or July.
Yep, July.
So, but
July is.
We will be getting this, and we will.
I mean, it's Cavalrine.
So.
It's Cavalrine. How could you not? I mean, this is hilarious and awesome. Like this is so much fun. Great Wolverine variant. So surprised that they even did a figure for it. I mean, we haven't even gotten a Age of Apocalypse Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine, which I thought we would have gotten in the second wave. No, we get Cavalrine before that.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane.
But we'll get an
insane.
Agent of Apocalypse, of course, as well.
Mm.
I don't know who was asking for Cypher. I don't know if anybody was, but he's such a generic-looking character, especially when you stick him in just like an X-Men uniform. So
Let me tell you who's going to get this Cypher action figure. Queer Generation X people. And I don't mean Generation X from the comics. I mean the actual like Gen X, like millennial
Yeah.
term. Like that's who's going to get the Cypher figure is queer kids who grew up in the 80s, because that's one of the things that Cypher was an icon to the queer community. So
Well, X-Men as a whole.
go for it.
But...
X-Men as a whole, but like specifically, like Cypher was one of the ones that was just like I think he might have been gay in the comics, maybe not, I don't know, but like just I know he was a queer icon in the 80s. So yes, queer folks are going to be all over this shit. Most other people, you have to be a huge X-Men fan to pick it up. I am a huge X-Men fan, but I don't collect many of the action figures anymore, so it's a pass for me, dog.
The next one, though, we will both be getting, because it is the Deadpool Wolverine,
Deadpool Wolverine, yeah.
Yeah, Deadpool
Or
Wolverine.
Wolverine Pool, I think, is also what it's called. Look, whatever the fucking name on the box is going to be, this is dope as shit, and we have to have this. This is a great variant. I'm wondering how it would have appeared in the movie. Mm-hmm. We never got that, but who cares? This is just a great design.
Are you sure amongst like the big sea of them that he wasn't in there somewhere? I might have to go back and watch it now just for that.
I don't think so. They would have drawn attention to it in all the different modules.
Is there something else I can help with?
No, Siri, shut the fuck up. I don't know why.
You don't have to yell, Michael. I'm all around you.
I don't know why what I said that set Siri off, but...
So she was so clear too. It was like she was trying to nudge in to be a co-host in this show, which admittedly is lacking in female representation. So maybe we'll just ask Siri a stupid question every week, and that will
actually we'll have to wait till September when they update to OS 27, because Siri AI is getting a huge fucking update. So.
Yippee. This is my excited face with more AI being crammed down our throats.
It's just more reactive, like if you're asking ChatGPT a question. So
I don't.
So
you're allowed, by the way, if you listen, just as a side note, if you're out there asking ChatGPT questions and stuff like that, and you're using it, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. I mean, I would prefer you just regularly typed shit in, but listen, it's fine for the most part, but also try to not use it.
Yeah,
it's really bad for the environment and also creatives like your boy. So
as long as you're not using it to pass off as you creating something, then
well, look, if you're using generational AI to craft anything at all, sit on it and rotate. Mm-hmm. Like you're taking money out of my pockets, so fuck off.
Now, the next one is probably the worst gamma-powered individual ever. Ooh, I have long hair, and I'm super smart. I'm Doc Samson. Fuck you.
I was like, Richie, you're not going to get this? I know you're a big Hulk fan. He just like, Doc Samson sucks the bone.
And that is the exact message that I sent him. I just needed to vocalize it for him because I knew he heard it that way. So,
mm-hmm. Yeah. Look, I mean, Doc Samson is an essential character in the Hulk mythos, but he's a lame character because he's really just a guy in a tight T-shirt with green hair.
Yeah,
like. He doesn't come with a big gun. He doesn't like Hulk out or anything. No. He's just a dude in a green hair. He's super smart and he's super strong. He's like, he ain't got nothing going on. I mean, he's just kind of there.
Yeah.
And he's just
guy.
There. I mean, again, he is kind of a dick. And they what they should have done with Doc Samson is what they ended up doing with Amadeus Cho, which was this egotistical prick kid who became a Hulk, and that actually kind of makes sense from a character standpoint. And while I don't like Amadeus Cho as a character, it's just because his character, the way his character is, rubs me wrong, and that's fine. They did a great job with that character.
His character,
no question.
His run as the Hulk is excellent. I've read that run. I forget what they called him when he was the Hulk.
Astonishing Hulk, I think.
No, fuck.
Invincible Hulk.
No, fuck. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it up here on the screen when I edit this, and yeah, I'll totally do that. Hopefully, I've been good lately, remembering to do that shit. So, anyways,
and when I finally am able to watch all episodes, I will definitely let you know about that. But I'm a little behind. Trying to make my rounds. I'm a little. Yes, absolutely. I have other things to do than
look at yourself.
Watch myself be charming on television.
You mean you don't sit there with your partners just watching us?
I think that they would not enjoy that. One of them would. One of them would. The other ones would be like, we don't need to. We've seen you.
Yeah,
it's fine. We know what you look like. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't say that.
This is a really, I know this is the Secret Wars, but this is a really bad looking Doom.
It's not great, Bob. Not great. Although I will say this, if this was at if I saw this in a store for like $10, I wouldn't even hesitate. I would pick it up.
Yeah.
Because that's to me, its value is about $10, $12. Yeah. But like $30, $35, fuck that noise. Yeah. No, it's fine.
Yeah. Now the next one is awesome, and I have already pre-ordered it because it went up yesterday or the day before. 2 days ago, June 16th. There
2 days ago. Yep.
The Green Goblin from Spider-Man No Way Home, or the Sam Raimi Spider-Man film. Mm-hmm. I also love that it has the stand that you can have him floating. That's cool.
That actually makes it worth picking up. And there is still a good chance that I may, in fact, get this because I still have the original Green Goblin figure with his Goblin glider from the Sam Raimi movies when they came out through Toy Biz 20 years ago. And I would have loved to have been able to attach that glider to newer action figures, but the pegs for the glider do not fit any of the modern figures. So it just kind of sits on my shelf waiting for an upgrade, and I'm like, do I want to get an upgrade? Do I not?
What it looks like they've done for this one, though, is similar what they did with the comic one that I have, and it looks like it's toe holds instead. So.
Yeah, I'm if I see this at a great price, I would get it. Just because I do have this toy from the past, and this is obviously the upgraded, better version of what I have. So I would get this. Yeah. I really, really would. But we'll see what the prices end up being on it. Yeah.
Now this one only says available later this year. Stay tuned for details. I do think it's kind of cool that it has the the mask pulling up or down look to it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, but we shall see.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. It fits into the same as the Green Goblin. If I saw this at a great price, I'd pick it up. But you never see Spider-Man figures at great prices because they are very popular because all the nerds want to pick them up. So first of all, to all you nerds out there who are buying this and not leaving them on the shelves, go fuck yourselves. Because some of us like to find these things at retail. I don't want to pre-order everything, but that's pretty much how you're only going to get your hands on this is through pre-order because it will not last at retail. No. So
especially when it has unique accessories that other Spider-Mans don't have, like the mask pull. So they've kind of copped out, I think, on the Scorpion figure because that's not what he looks like in the movie at all.
Once again, comic book version. I will say this though, Richie, I like this. I've always liked the Scorpion as a guy, and I love the way that they designed this figure.
Why is the tail not pointy? Why is it a dildo at the end?
because that's the way this figure was. That's the way this character was designed originally, and
Was
this
it?
is the way he appeared in the 1960s cartoon. Was just like this, which was based on the comics. So this was his first appearance. It's
Okay.
iconic. It makes no sense, but it's iconic as
Yeah.
fuck. And I think this is a bendy tail, so you can get it in all kinds of different poses. Again, this is not something that I would want to get, but I respect this, and I think it will sell because it is a real
Yeah.
throwback to the comics and the 60s cartoon. So
Yeah.
I dig this.
We'll
I
see.
really dig this. Yeah. Not for me,
I'm
but I
kind of
dig it.
meh on it. For me, like I kind of like
You're,
that.
of course, you're mad. You called it a dildo tail.
It is a dildo tail. Scorpion for me has got to have like the point at the end. That's the costume I like. The next one, I kind of wonder why they are making this at all.
This is in the running for one of the worst 2-packs of
Yeah.
2026.
Valentina Allegra de Fontaine and The Void, who I will have you say, while I enjoyed Thunderbolts / New Avengers immensely, I wasn't super jazzed on how they did The Void as just a
Mhm.
darkened version of him. I wish they would have gone for the more monstrous look. So that's just me, though.
I agree. No, I agree with you, Richie. I love that dark void look, but I thought it would be an evolution to that more monstrous tentacled void creature that we got in the comics. And the fact that they didn't do that, at least yet, is a bit disappointing. The thing that really stinks this 2-pack, though, is not the void. It's the fact that, Valentina Val does not look like fucking Julia Louis-Dreyfus at all. It's not a good head sculpt. Why is she even a figure at all? Like, they really kind of botched this one big time, especially since we've gotten so many great head sculpts. One need only look at the DD Jessica Jones 2-pack that's coming at some point, which we're gonna get. We're both very excited for that. They
Right.
fucking nailed the look on that. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But,
it's not gonna.
but it's not a dildo tail.
I mean, for some people, that is actually a huge get.
Yeah.
That's a huge win.
Another one from Deadpool and Wolverine, the X-Force version of Deadpool. I'm kind of on the fence on this one.
I was going to ask you, are you into this? Are you going to get this?
I like it, but for me, like I think it's for my other X-Force figures. I think it's a little off color-wise. It's not the same X-Force colors, and I know it's not comic book X-Force. It's like from the movie, but
But why does he come with golden guns?
because
And why is
he has
why
the
is his
golden
pouch
guns.
brown?
He has the golden guns in the movie. So
Yeah, but this version of the character doesn't have the golden guns, and the brown pouches like don't look right either. They should be
Yeah.
darker gray or something like that. Yeah, it's fine.
yeah, the aesthetic is just off for me, and I think that's why I'm gonna pass on this one.
Yeah, I don't have any
But it's a
Jones and
Deadpool.
feel for this.
But it's a Deadpool, so it is gonna fly off the shelves anyway. So
Oh, it's gonna sell like hotcakes. Again, I think the Deadpool Wolverine or Wolverine pool will be the one to get from that little release, but and Cavalrine obviously is going to be one that people are going to want. We're going to get that guy, but this is
yeah. So got a lot of Hasbro this time. Moving on from Marvel Legends and into Star Wars Black Series. They're doing a line from the Droids cartoon, and this is going to be like a retro card back type deal, like the Secret Wars and or Spider-Man card back stuff. I really dig the R2, and I'll tell you why in a minute once we get to the pictures. The Boba Fett. I always say Bubba. I don't know why, but the Boba Fett
Boba Fett.
is
I'm
okay.
gonna hunt you down.
I know it's based off of the Droids cartoon version, but I like the one that I have better. So I'm gonna stick with that. I gotta say the R2 looks really cool because he has all these accessories that come with him that you'll see displayed in a few pictures. I do need a C3PO, but this isn't gonna be my C3PO. It looks too, and this is gonna sound dumb.
Cartoony.
Yeah, too cartoony. However, no, not the Boba Fett. Where's the next one? The Stormtrooper, I can go either way with. I'm not going to pre-order it, but if I see it at a decent price, I'll probably pick it up because who doesn't need another Stormtrooper?
So now it's very true. Now the thing about these releases, these are all re-releases of toys that we've gotten before. They have actually done droid figures before.
Oh, have they?
This
Okay.
this Boba Fett, a Boba Fett is a repaint of the Boba Fett that I got, which was from Return of the Jedi, from like 3-4 years ago. And the Stormtrooper, I think, is just a repaint of the Stormtrooper we have. But I would get the R2 as well. I love all the little accessories that he comes with. I'm with you on that one, Richie. So yeah, I would get this one for sure.
In his full screaming, everything coming out mode. I think that's cool, and that is why I want to get the R2.
Yeah, no, I agree. Avoid the rest of them though.
Yeah.
This is just a repaint. That's just a repaint.
The Stormtrooper.
It's not worth the $40. Stormtrooper's fine.
Yeah. They do have a cool little figure. I mean, literally, because we got the whole armored up Grogu. Even though we got a Grogu with the Mandalorian, this one's so adorable and is actually like a solo figure. I hope he's a bit less expensive than other figures since he is, smaller. I don't think he should come out at the $35.99 price point, but I think he probably
will not.
So
nope, he's not going to be $35. He's going to be about 20.
Okay.
I'm going to be looking for him for about $20, and I will get this. I'm absolutely going to get this. It's going to be a gift. I might get two. We'll see, because I want one for myself. But I'm going to get this as a gift for one of my partners. And also go see The Mandalorian Grogu, guys, because it's a really fun movie.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Totally worth your time.
It's so weird because, again, we're talking about toys and we're talking about Star Wars and we're talking about Masters of the Universe toys and everything. And both those movies have come out. They did not do as well as they should have.
Yeah.
Because they're both really fun, really great blockbuster films. There's a bunch of reasons why they're not doing that well, but it's not because of the quality of the films. So if you're watching this and you're like, do I want to go see both of them back to back? They're great. They're great movies. Like, I'm going to see, I've seen it already. Richie's seen Masters twice, and we're going to go see it. He's going to see it a third time. I'm going to see it a second time because it really is that fun. It's a fun fucking movie, guys.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this, go see Masters of the Universe in particular.
The score is just awesome in it too. So
his tongue is in cheek. It's hilarious. I laughed so many times. It's a fun movie. It's a fun one, and I hope, because it was originally going to be on Amazon Prime Video, and then they decided about a year ago to put it in theaters. I'm hoping that they didn't invest too much money into it, knowing like it was kind of a last minute thing. So I'm hoping that when it hits streaming on Amazon, that people watch the shit out of it, and that gets good streaming numbers, so they will make a sequel, because it really should get a sequel.
It should. Yeah. I do want to see. I'll save that spoiler. So I won't. I was going to spoil something, but I won't.
He's smart.
There we go. Moving away from Hasbro, finally. We got some Hot Toys. Jeff, the Land Shark, the Marvel Rivals version. This one's just as adorable, if not more, than the Marvel Legends one that we're getting, especially since it comes with its own shark costume. That is the shark PJs specifically. So
this is great. I have to say, this is really, really great. I don't know what the price of this is going to be because it's a Hot Toys figure, but it's probably going to be a little less expensive than your standard Hot Toys. Pretty great. Yeah. Really love the faces on this. Just really adorable, adorable creature. Yeah.
Sticking with Hot Toys, and this is going to be an expensive one. This Lobo that looks awesome.
God damn. He come with lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Look at that. Look at that sculpt, baby.
The likeness it says separate rolling eyeballs, so I guess you can move
Oh
the
yeah.
eyes around. That's
Yeah, it's the per size system is something they came up with it like 10 years ago, and they're still rolling with it today. No pun intended.
but yeah, this looks
This looks great.
great. So if I had hot toy
Early
money, I would get these.
though early reviews are saying that this is Jason Momoa in the role that he was born to play,
I've
and
been
he
saying it for
eats this up.
fucking years. Way before he was cast for Aquaman, I've been saying he's born to play Lobo, and we're finally getting
Everyone
it.
is saying he's one of the best parts of the movie, and it's just a perfect casting situation. So great job, DC. Great
Yeah.
job.
Um, there's also a Supergirl that looks great. Unlike the commentary that you get from human shit stain Dean Cain, who thought he would chime in and make a big comment on Millie Alcock's appearance, but fuck that guy because he's a human shit stain. So
Yeah, he's also a moron. He's such a moron that they put out a Hollywood Reporter article on how does Superman and Supergirl, how do they get scars, how do they cut their hair, which again, if you think about for 5 seconds, it's very easy explanations, and they do that in the fucking movie. I love this.
yeah,
She looks great, honestly. This is a really great design. Really nails the character. And listen, Mcfarlane, this is what you guys should have done with your Supergirl figure. There should have been a deluxe with the cape, with the coat,
yeah.
with Crypto, with two different head sculpts, with a bunch of different hands. That's what you should have put out for $40. Not what we got, which was piecemeal. It was a little piecemeal. You get all the figures, put them together, you have a really great Supergirl figures all told. If there's not paint slap, Richie got
I got him,
he dodged that bullet. But he spent a bunch of money on it, and he has the perfect Supergirl figures now. But yeah, it's a bit of a lost opportunity as far as I'm concerned. I'm just mad.
I thought it was really cool. The next one, some Mattel stuff. I love all the Mattel stuff that we're getting, and even the kids line is looking phenomenal. And this Jokerized Batman, I gotta say, looks really good. And I keep saying this bodes so well for the collector line because we're impressed at this point with just the kids line. So I'm probably going to pick up that Superman if I see it anywhere. So
Yeah, I'm considering picking up the Batman if I see him around and just taking a look at some of those figures when they're at retail level, because they do match up 6 inches with all of our stuff that we have. And look, man, action figure collectors who run YouTube videos and are popular are losing their shit over these guys. I definitely want at least one just so I can say I have one.
Yeah.
But you're right. It just bodes so well for what Mattel's going to be giving us with their, collector line. And again, the Masters line, their Chronicles line is also indications of how that line's going to go. Yeah. But I think at this point we can safely say that what Mattel's going to be doing with their deluxe DC Universe figures is going to be something we're going to be pretty happy with, and that fills me with joy. Yeah. So, yeah.
Speaking of Mattel and Chronicles, I didn't realize till we saw this that there is a solo Ram Man coming out. There's a 2-pack of Ram Man and Fisto, who the two of are like an awesome part of the movie. I laughed so fucking much. But I'm getting the 2-pack. I've pre-ordered it from Amazon. And it's not coming till October, unfortunately. But I hope that gets sped up. But so I don't need to get this solo Ram Man. So
he's cool. I have gone back and forth on how much of the Chronicles stuff I was going to get, and I have He-Man and I have Man-at-Arms, and thanks to you, I have Skeletor review coming next week. It's not glowing, but it is good, solid. I'm going to get Trapjaw because I really want to get Trapjaw, but I think we're going to hold it at that. for me personally.
Yeah, I'm still hunting down for a Tila and an Evelyn. I want those. I want the set. So
Richie's all in on the set, and I think for me it's just a matter of pricing. It's still a little high on the pricing module for what you get. I really like these figures. Again, like you'll see when I talk about Skeletor, it is glowing, but it's not fully like obsessed. It's a good review. It's a good figure.
yeah.
But I don't think I can justify spending $40 on 5 or 6 more of these guys. But they are fucking phenomenal. And to a spoiler to a future coming soon, they are going to be putting out a He-Man and Skeletor 2-pack. And if there is enough stuff included in that 2-pack that are different from what I already have, or if there's any changes or differences with the sculpts on the toys for He-Man and Skeletor, I would still get that, even though I have a He-Man and a Skeletor. That's how great the line is.
I'm not going to kid anybody. I'm going to get that 2-pack. I don't need to see it.
Yeah.
I do hope, though, I don't know if we're gonna, but I hope we get to see some figures of the alternate Skeletors. If you know, you know.
Richie, you will be very happy because definitely one of those is going to be made into a figure.
Nice.
And I will not say anything more of that. You'll see it when they put the production photos out, but you will be very happy with
Excellent.
that. Let me tell you.
Excellent. What do we got next? Very quick, Mondo coming soon. Obviously, they're doing a Goliath, if not more, gargoyles. That's all I got from that was that one photo. But speaking of Masters Universe, there's a really awesome looking Tila that's coming. I think this is based on the 2005 cartoon series, if I'm not mistaken. Very good design. I do like that. It's a series that I'm probably going to go watch at some point. By the way, I am
Great series.
watching the original 80s cartoon here and there because I love it. And watching Master Universe twice in theaters has reinvigorated my He-Man love. So every once in a while, I'm throwing on a He-Man episode while I'm doing stuff. So.
For you, good for you. Is it still hold up for you?
Oh yeah, it really does. It's really good. I enjoy it. And here's that He-Man. I think we saw on a previous episode. The He-Man is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I will say this: this figure was available for pre-order. It sold out. That's how popular Masters is right now. And this is again Mondo. And this is like $150 minimum Canadian or something like that, and it sold out for its pre-orders. So that shows you how popular He-Man is currently. Even though the movie's not doing all that great, I think the toys are doing exceptionally well, even the Chronicle stuff. So there's still lots of fight in that license, I'll tell you.
I think too. And I hope this kind of brings like a reinvigoration to the He-Man property. 80s properties are difficult. They're in the kind of a niche zone where like either you know it or you don't. So, but I think what they've done with the Masters of the Universe movie, if they've done it well enough, that I think that they can carry this forward and into more. Like I would love it if Amazon decided to do like a few different like limited series runs of like different He-Man stories. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited for you to see the 2000s Masters of the Universe cartoon. I think it's one of the best newer cartoons that we've gotten from that decade. This was, again, the decade when Justice League and Justice League Unlimited were coming out and just like storming on television sets and just blowing people away with how great they were. And we did get 2 seasons of the Masters of the Universe cartoon. They're both excellent. I would have loved to see more. It's really, really well done. Big superhero action, big, bold He-Man-y stuff. I think you're going to fucking love it. And I'm with you. I think that there should be more stuff within this franchise. I think there's still lots of room for it. I think there's still lots of things they can do with it, whether it's in live action, whether it's in animation, whatever. Give me more.
Yeah.
Give me more.
I would love, even if they did this universe in animation, I would love it. So.
Yeah, I agree. I think they could. There's still more to get out of that, especially if they did a really nice like CGI. Like I'm thinking Blue Eye Samurai sort of style for the for a TV series. I think would go really well for Masters.
Hmm.
We don't know. Again, there's a lot of factors that go into how what they're going to make as far as sequels or follow-ups. I think there's lots of teeth left in this line. It's just going to depend on whether or not those all of the merchandise they put out for the movie is being snapped up, and whether or not people were waiting for it to come to Prime Video to watch it. That will determine
Yeah.
sequel status. But
Well,
it's not out. It's not out, down and out, man, yet, guys. It's
I can
still
tell
lots
you,
of life left.
as soon as it's available for pre-order on Apple, I will be pre-ordering the movie. So
It's a great movie. It really, really is. They did again, Travis Knight. You did a great job, pal. Thank you.
So I'm realizing too on my board, I'm looking at it. Moving into NECA, I did include the NECA Fortnite Ninja Turtles.
I love these.
That'd look awesome, but apparently I forgot to
I
include the
fucking love
Shredder.
these.
So I'll show that next time. But these look
I
fucking awesome.
so Yeah, listen, they absolutely do. Richie, we got to keep an eye out for this stuff because this is the perfect like merging of like the more realistic style as well as like the classic cartoon style.
Yeah,
I'm obsessed with how these look. I would love to add these to my shelf.
yeah,
So let's keep an eye on them and see if they're coming to Target. Will they come up here to Canada? I don't know.
yeah. They're
Will they be
NECA,
available
so
on? Yeah, it
NECA
could go
worst
either
case
way.
scenario, we can get it from the NECA store. So
Yeah, I'm really into those four turtles and the shredder design. I love it. So this could be the dark horse thing for me this year to be like, see if I can round it up and pick them up
mhm.
because I really, really love them. They're
Yeah,
just beautifully designed figures.
yeah. The next one from NECA is a themed version of a character that I love, and this isn't from any movie of at all, but I am definitely getting this, and that is this fucking Christmas ghost face. Because look at that, that just
It's
looks
great.
fucking awesome with the Christmas lights, and he's got the green mask, and the Santa type for, and he's got a bloody mask that goes with it too, and all these Christmas accessories.
It's great.
Yeah, just
I
and
I
the
like this too.
beard.
Yeah, I like this too. This is something that I also like, and I'm not a bit as big a horror movie fan as Richie, but I think this is great. I am a huge Christmas fan,
Hmm.
so this could be something that appears on my shelf
Yeah.
this year for the Christmas season.
The next one's funny because this is like this one is like in my list of other McFarlane stuff. When I put it up, I was like, what the fuck is this? And what does it have to do with Evil Dead Burn? And then I realized, oh, it's presented by Evil Dead Burn, and this is a fucking Helldiver figure. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And why is this gonna be an Evil Dead Burn? I was
So confused.
not very sober when I was looking at this previously. So
You never are. You live your life permanently high. That's
mhm.
okay. It's very amusing to the rest of us, especially me. I
So
wanted you to text me and be like, "What the fuck is this, dude? Why is Evil Dead Burn got like Helldiver dudes in them? What does that have to do with the one another?" It's like Richie,
yeah.
Richie,
So this is one of the
Richie.
ones where I was like, I was slowly working it through in my head, and I made it there. So this one, this one I think is from Jack Pacific, but Tupper might want this Flyboy Bart.
I wouldn't say no. It wouldn't be on a list of things that I would want, but
Hmm.
it's anything Simpsons related. I'll take.
Hmm.
I'm still obsessed with my talking crusty doll I got for Christmas
Yeah,
last year. One of the best gifts
yeah.
I've ever gotten.
Now, the next and last thing that I'm gonna go through, I think is kind of cool, and I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are. And I don't know if
Ooh,
you've
lay it on me.
seen these or not yet, but this is from a company
Ooh.
called Valiverse, and they're extras, and they're basically all these like civilian extras for your like action figure scenes, and like there's these three bodies. and they come with different accessories. And we'll get to the individual ones each, but there's some cool things that they do separately. So, and they've named them too. So there's Chris. Comes with a weapon and some different.
Looks like LeBron James.
There's James. Speaking of LeBron James, and then you have Marco. So they've covered all the nationalities. But the cool part is, I think for me, is you can have this leg pack, so you can swap out the different legs with the different characters. But it doesn't stop there. You get a torso pack for all of them, so you can have different extra looking stuff. But were you not happy with the looks of any of their faces? Well, you can pick up the head pack and have all these different heads to go on the figure. I think these are kind of cool. I'm not going to get any of these, but if you're in a situation where you're doing like big action figure scenes and you want to have like civilians to be in the mix, this is something that you would probably want to get.
One of these guys looks like our friend Jesse McCormick.
Yes, it's true.
He's noticing it now. Look, I'm with Richie. I think this is really cool. It's a really great idea to have like fill your collection with like different figures that they can be just, gang dudes or ne'er-do-wells that they can get beaten up by your Spider-Man figures or your X-Men figures or, shot at by your G.I. Joe figures, haplessly torn apart by your Alien figures. I'm with you. I think this is a great idea. You're seeing a lot more variation with some of the smaller action figure lines, which you don't tend to cover on this show because they're not available up here. Volaverse is it's a G.I. Joe classified line that's mostly available in the United Kingdom. It's really popular over there. We don't have much figures here for Volaverse, but I would get them if we had more of them here. Whenever we get them here, they're overpriced. Like they're very expensive because they're imported. But I love them. There's smaller companies like Big Bag Toy Store does have their own action figure line, and I've seen reviews of this stuff, Richie. It's amazingly cool, and they are priced a little bit higher. They'd probably be about $50 to $60 Canadian, but like the loadout you get on them is great. The plastic they use is great. They're super articulated, and I would love it if we had the chance to get some of that stuff up here, but there is no Canadian distribution right now for some of this stuff. And this is where you're getting some really cool like variations like what you're seeing here with this Volaverse line. So the bottom line there is we are fans of that shit in Canada. I'd love to get some of that stuff up here, and we'd love to add them to our collections. So if you're watching this video and you work for Volaverse or if you work for Big Bad Toy Store,
we will spread the word.
send us some stuff. Send us an email, info@speedingbulletsreloaded.com, because we would love to talk about it more. And I've just seen some of this stuff and I'd love to get my hands on it. And there's no way for us to get hands on it unless we're at a convention and someone's reselling it at exorbitant pricing. So hook us Canadians up. We're nice people.
One of my dreams, action figure wise, that I don't currently have space, but I would love to have a table where I could have a space to set up like a different diorama of action figure sequence, like just swap it out all the time with like different scenery and shit like that. That would be cool. That's the ultimate collector piece.
Yeah, I agree. I'm working on that in my head, not physically. But, we're closer than we've ever been.
That's right. But there you have it, folks. It was a long coming soon segment. Whole lot of stuff that was spewed all over our screens while we were away. There's some more stuff coming. We're going to have a lot of stuff to show you that we picked up. I've even got some coming soon stuff. And one of the figures we'll be looking at, I'll give you guys a little tease, is this guy.
I have thoughts on him.
Yes.
They are good.
Yes.
They are very good thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah. Next week, baby.
That's right. So
I just got to take some photos.
Yeah. So all my photos are done except for the latest Joes that I picked up. I picked up a really good deal.
Good for you.
I picked up a really good deal. They're not in the box anymore, but on the Steel Core Commander and Twilight Guard, we were at Basor of all places randomly, and I went into Mind Games there. They don't carry like regular line of stuff for action figures, but they will have an assortment of stuff generally, and I'm there so rarely because Bayshore is stupid.
Bayshore is stupid.
It's always different when I go there. These guys I got for $44.95 plus tax, and this is like an $89 fucking toy. So I was like, I saw this, I was like, they look really cool, and I was like, I'm not gonna get. Then I saw the price, and I was like, a 2-pack for a GI Joe 2-pack for $44.95 is ridiculous.
That's insane.
So
yeah, I would have snapped that up too if I'd have seen it. Like that's a killer price, dude.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So, but there you have it, folks. We will see you next time. Don't forget to check us out on all of our stuff. SpeedingBulletsReload.com. You can find a link to all our podcasts. Here we are on YouTube for Speeding Bullets Repackaged, but Speeding Bullets Reloaded is our moniker on all things. I was going to say Speeding Bullets, but that's who we are on all things social media. So don't forget to join us again next time. Bye, folks.
We love your faces. Stay cool. It's summertime. And Wu-Tang rules. I don't know. I'm still looking for that good sign off.
Yeah.
Thing. You know what? The search continues, folks.
That's right.